Hello, Knoxville. This is your Knoxville Beer Board. Today is Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. Welcome everyone here and to those watching at home. Ms. Hopper, will you please call the roll?
I'm here.
I
here
come
too.
first, I know, good. Councilwoman Helsley?
Here.
Councilwoman McKenzie? Councilwoman Parker?
Here.
Councilwoman Ryder?
Here.
Councilman Roberta?
Here.
Councilwoman Singh? Here. Vice Mayor Smith? Here. Councilman Thomas?
Okay, thank you. The minutes of the last meeting were distributed by email. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Seeing none, the minutes stand approved as distributed. Ms. Hopper, do we have anyone signed up for public comments germane to today's agenda?
We do not.
Okay, thank you so much. Seeing as no one has signed up for public comment, we will move on. The next matters of business are items to be postponed or withdrawn. Mr. Byrd, are there any applicants requesting a postponement?
Yes, ma'am. There are four. El Molino Supermarket, number 6.
Can you give me the numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
6A,
Okay,
6B, 6C, and 6D all request postponement to the July 22nd meeting.
okay, that's 6A, 6B, 6D, and, I'm sorry, 6C and 6D for postponement. Okay, without objections, those four items are postponed as requested. Do we have any requesting withdrawal, Mr. Byrd?
We do, from the addendum items, 9B and 9C, Fourth Creek Brewing.
Okay, 9B and 9C, without objection, those items are withdrawn. Okay, before we get started, I have a few announcements. When I call the names of the businesses applying for the permit, please come to the podium and state your name and address for the record. Applicants who are approved pending final documentation need to bring their completed documents to the business tax office during regular business hours. If you get approved pending final documentation, that means that you have one or more requirements that are incomplete for the beer board permit. In order to get your certificate of occupancy, we just wanted to point this out to you, an applicant may need to apply for zoning changes, meet parking requirements, submit architectural drawings to plans review and inspections, or make modifications to their site to meet compliance for codes and building. This may entail hiring a contractor or other staff and submitting plans for your site review. So just don't want anybody to think if you receive pending final documentation that it can be a lengthy process. We do have staff up here that can help you with those questions if you need them. Applicants that have their permit approved tonight can pick up their permit at the end of this meeting. And staff at this meeting that can help you with those things, Mr. Byrd with the Business Tax Office, Mr. Johnson with the Building Department, and Ms. Lemons with Metropolitan Drug Coalition. Did I say that correctly? Okay, thank you. If you have any questions about compliance or compliance plans, they are a good resource for that, as well as many other things. Finally, as I'm chairing the meeting, other members will make motions for the 4th District. Okay, let's get started. Do you have a print? Is there a spare print agenda? No? All right. Okay, our first agenda item then is going to be, let's see, A, B, C, D, we did all those. 7A, special, we're going to start with the special event beer permits.
Chair, don't we have reports from?
We do. Why, thank you, Mr. Johnson. That is not, hold on. One moment. Yes, reports of the officers, report of the chairperson. I have no report at this time. Next, we'll have a report of the beer inspector. Sorry, this is only my second meeting where we've done this, and I'm skipping it. Officer Presley, beer inspector, I'll let you make your report.
Yes, we went out on a compliance check back on June 7th. It was myself and ABC that went out. We visited 21 businesses here in the city. At 7 of those, there were servers that were cited for serving alcohol to a minor. Those businesses were Fountain City Exxon on Broadway, Fly By Night on Sevier Avenue, Food Mart and Deli at North Shore Drive, the Hooters on Kingston Pike, the Hill on Forest Avenue, Luniverse Knoxville on Blackstock Avenue, and Taco Madres at Knoxville Center Drive.
Does anybody have any questions for Officer Presley about any of the inspections? Okay. Seeing no questions, the next report is report of the clerk. Mr. Johnson?
Thank you, Chair. At your seats, members, this is an updated report from the one that was in your packet. This is updated today. We had 2 active suspension revocation hearings. Both of these have been resolved and finally disposed of. They both entered agreed orders with the City Law Department. Both were had issues for the same reasons. They were cited for sale to a minor, first offense, in a 2-year period. They did not submit their fine or remedial plan within the deadline. They both agreed to pay $1,175. That's inclusive of the $500 fine, so that's all additional. And they submitted their remedial plans. So those are both been resolved. Also, the beer fund fines total for the year to date, $28,750 in fines. And the beer fund stands at $246,000. That is as of today. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Johnson. Okay, so next, we'll begin calling applicants. We will start with special event beer permits, 7A German Fest, First Lutheran Church and School. Yeah, well, come to the podium, name and address for the record. Oh, you need to push the little person button on there. It turns red. There you go. You got it.
Thank you for having us. Brian Howington, 945 Chickamauga Avenue, 37917.
Thank you. Mr. Byrd
That file is complete.
and Officer Presley.
No record.
Do I have any? I have a motion and a second. Any further questions?
Do you want to tell us about your event?
Oh, I'm sorry. We have 2 council members dying to know why you're dressed like that. Tell us about your event.
Let me know when can I push the button?
You just leave the button on,
There we go.
Mr. Howington.
I would love to tell you about our event coming up August 22nd at First Lutheran School on North Broadway. This is Dan Chu, my partner in crime. We are representing the beer tents and the service, alcohol service there. It supports the school for preschool through 8th grade at First Lutheran. It's a magnificent school, and it's a magnificent program, and a great day to come out and hear the kids sing, eat some German food, drink some great beer. We will have wine this year for the first time, and a lot of festivities. There are 10 to 14,000 people that come out during the day, and it also coincides with Sunset on Central, which is a great evening opportunity to come out afterwards. And so it's a great North Knoxville opportunity to bring everybody together, very family friendly, a lot of fun kid stuff to do. And Dan will take over now.
Prost. And I hope we see all you guys there, and thanks for your support.
Okay.
I'd also like to thank Mr. Byrd for all his help and always being a great direction on how to get stuff done in the city. So thank you guys very much.
He does have all the answers. Any further questions, Councilwoman Fugit? Councilwoman Roberta? No? All good? All right, we have a motion. We have a second. All those in favor? Anyone opposed? Ayes have it. We'll see you August 21st?
Second.
22nd?
Yes.
22nd. Sorry, the 21st is Stephen's birthday. Got confused. I thought we were celebrating it. Okay. 23rd.
23rd?
Is it the 23rd?
It's a Saturday.
Let's start over.
It is the 23rd.
When is the event?
Yes, it is the 23rd.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. We'll come
Thank
the
you.
right day. We'll know because it will be Saturday. Okay. Phew. You guys, I work great with no paper agenda. Very, very sarcastic there. Okay, our next agenda item is 7B, 4th of July on Mabry's Hill. We have someone from Mabry's Hill, Mabry Hazen House. State your name and address for the record.
Joshua Loomis, 2200 Sylvania Avenue, 37920.
All right, thank you, sir. Officer Presley.
No record.
Mr. Byrd.
The file is complete.
All right. Got a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Okay, your event date, sir?
It's July 4th.
July 4th, on
Easy
the
to remember.
nose. Okay, all right. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you guys have a great event. Any questions?
Do you want to take the opportunity to tell us a little bit about the event?
So it's an annual event we do where it's a chance for everyone to come up to the hill near downtown, watch the fireworks show that the city does. We have kind of good old-fashioned family games on the lawn, and it's a great just community event.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Look forward
Thank
to
you.
it. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Any further questions? Ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, the next is 7C, Water for Life, Kentucky, Tennessee American Water Works Association. Name and address for the record.
Richard Yarborough, 2822 Spruce Hill Road, Louisville, Tennessee, 37777.
All right, thank you so much. Officer Presley.
No record.
Mr. Byrd.
The file is complete.
I got a motion. And a couple of seconds. Any questions? Councilmember Roberta?
Thank you. Do you want to take the opportunity to tell us a
Sure.
little about your event too?
Okay, this event is the Water for Life event, which will be in the World's Fair Park, and it's affiliated with the Kentucky, Tennessee Water Professionals Conference, which will be in town the July 27th through the 30th. It's a gathering of about 3,000 total attendees, 20,000 registered, or 2,000 registered, and about 1,000 that tag along that will be coming to Knoxville, and they are water and wastewater professionals throughout the two states of Kentucky and Tennessee. The local host is KUB, and the reason we need this beer permit is during these events, one of the things that we do is we promote reuse of water. And what we do is we took wastewater and made water, purified that water further through a process, gave it to 3 local breweries, and they're making beer for our event. So that we are recycling wastewater into beer for service at this event. So if you want to come try our product, we'll be serving it Sunday the 27th in the World's Fair Park. Alliance, Next Level, and Print Shop are the 3 breweries that are working with us, and would like to thank them very much and thank Mark for all of your help in getting this done. I was certainly a novice through all this, and had to have a lot of hand-holding. But at any event, that's what the event is about, and if y'all could come by, we have things for children to do, to learn about water and its importance in your life and how it's important throughout the world. And that's what the specific event is about.
All right. We'll look forward to checking out your event. Thank you. Okay, we had a motion and a second. All those in favor? Anyone opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, our next agenda item is 8A. We're going on to regular permanent beer permits, Bogarts and Bearden. Name and address for the record, sir.
4705 Old Kingston Pike, Knoxville, Tennessee, Scott Stalkup.
Okay, thank you, sir. Officer Presley?
No record.
Mr. Byrd?
The file is complete.
Okay. Yes, Councilmember Roberta.
Thank you, Chair. I'm going to make a motion to approve, but before I did that, I wanted to make note of how thorough your server compliance plan was, and I really appreciate that. just so others can hear some of the things that were in there, you had identified regular staff audits to make sure you're up to compliance.
Yes, sir.
Manager reviews of those compliances to also do some audits. A third-party consultant to assess compliance, with the staff encouraged to share insights on how they're seeing the plan work in real time. And you're including your compliance metrics and staff evaluations. So I just wanted to commend you for such a thorough review. This board enjoys being able to help folks with getting their permits, but we don't want to have you come back because you had a problem. So I just appreciate you taking the time to fill that out and be so thorough. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion and a second. Any further questions or discussion? All those in favor? Anyone opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Next agenda item is 8B Drury Inn and Suites, Knoxville West. Name and address for the record.
Taylor Dixon, 415 Avery Way.
Okay, Officer Presley.
No record.
Mr. Byrd.
We need a updated notice of actions contact form and surrender of the existing permit.
Okay. Councilman Roberta.
Thank you, Chair. I'll make a motion to approve pending final documentation. And I wanted to note that one of the things I liked about your server compliance plan was that you have a physical card where the server has to check off that you've done your proper service and done your correct identification. So it gives a physical element to both looking at the card and then before serving, you actually check the box. So I thought that was great as well. So thank you.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Any further questions or discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next agenda item is Express Stop 1. Anyone here from Express Stop 1? Name and address for the record, please, sir.
Gaurang Patel, 32810 Highway 43, Thomasville, Alabama.
Okay, thank you, sir. Officer Presley?
No record.
Mr. Byrd?
We need the certificate of occupancy, approval from the Department of Agriculture, and surrender of the existing permit.
Okay. Any questions, motions?
I'll move to approve pending final documentation.
All right, I got a motion and a second. Any further questions or discussion? Okay, if you need help with those items, Mr. Johnson or Mr. Byrd can help you with the items.
Thank you very much.
All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Righty, next is Ian's Market, number 142 in the 1st District.
Hello, Amir Bogani, 216 East Blunt Avenue.
Okay, thank you, sir. Officer Presley?
No record.
Mr. Byrd?
We need the certificate of occupancy and Department of Agriculture approval.
Okay. Any questions, discussion? Councilman, Vice Mayor Smith?
I just want to welcome you to the South Knoxville neighborhood.
Thank you.
The form-based code in the South Waterfront encourages retail on the ground floor. It doesn't always happen, and so when it does, we need to celebrate it. So thank you. I wish you success, and I will see you soon. With that, I'll make a motion to approve pending final documentation.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further questions or discussion? All those in favor? Anyone opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next agenda item is 8E, Knoxville Sport Bar and Lounge, 2nd District. All right, name and address for the record, sir.
Byron Pons, 8705 Unicorn Drive.
Okay. Officer Presley.
No record.
Mr. Byrd.
We need the certificate of occupancy, Health Department approval, and proof of compliance with Dallas's law.
Okay. Councilman Roberta.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Ponce, I had a couple questions for you. The location had 2 citations for service to a minor. I think the last one was February 21st, 2025. Do you think that you need to update that server compliance plan that you had submitted because obviously it didn't work? You had a service?
Yeah, I got only one only one.
The location had 2.
Oh, yeah, I was not the owner back then.
I understand.
Yeah, I'm working and make sure I got a better, service.
So do you think you need to update that server compliance plan?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me about why beer was sold to a minor on February 21st, 2025?
To be honest, I wasn't there. I was in the building. I was out of town when that happens, and the person got fired.
Okay. Who was that person?
His name is Ben.
Okay. Was the manager at that time Claude McCorkle? In February of 2025, was the manager Claude McCorkle?
Yeah.
It was? Okay.
Yeah.
You had, there were submitted affidavits to move forward with this application on 2 different occasions. One was on December 31st, 2024. Was everything accurate in that affidavit?
What do you mean with that question?
Well, are you familiar with the affidavit that was submitted in December of 2024?
No.
No? So you wouldn't be able to say whether it was accurate or not?
No.
Okay.
You signed it, sir.
I wasn't there.
You signed it.
No, that was not me.
Okay.
Who signed it then?
I think it was the manager, Ben.
The manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's another one, May 15th of 2025. Is everything accurate in that affidavit?
Yes.
That one's accurate?
Yeah, that one is okay.
Okay. I'm going to see if Mr. Frost has any other questions, but I think there's still some investigation going on this one, but I'll let him pick it up from here. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Frost?
Thank you, Chair. Okay, Mr. Ponce, getting a little conflicting information about the ownership. A few minutes ago, didn't you say you didn't own the business when the citations were issued back in February of this year, sir?
No, that was confused. I was already there.
You owned the business?
Yeah, in February, yeah.
Okay, so.
I was part of the owner.
What, can I just clarify, what date did you take over ownership of this business?
Last year.
What, like December?
No, in August.
August?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Frost.
Thank you, Chair. Could you please provide Mr. Byrd in the business tax office the paperwork? The dated paperwork where you signed, you can black out what you paid for the business. That's none of our business.
Yeah.
Because we're getting conflicting information. Because I'm looking here at your application and there's an affidavit signed December 31st, 2024 that has Bayron, is it Tejeda?
Yeah, that's my name.
Ponce. Did you not sign that affidavit?
I didn't sign that.
So this is not,
My name is Byron, but I never signed that paper.
who signed it?
That was probably the manager. I don't know what, he might put my name on it.
Who is that gentleman that signed your,
He's already fired.
what's his name?
His name is Ben.
What's Ben's last name?
I can't remember his last name.
Okay, so Carlos Alavena was the notary. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, he's the minority.
The minority?
No, notary.
Notary.
Yes.
Okay. But you know that person
Yes.
because he testified as the notary that you signed the affidavit December 31st, 2024.
No, that's a little confusion.
Chair, may I go show him
Yes.
some documents? Thank you.
And I'm looking at today's application, the May 15th. Okay. Because you're like going back and forth. Okay.
So this is, see, December 31st, 2024. So is that your signature?
That for my application?
That's your application with the
Yeah.
affidavit?
Yeah, yes. I don't understand.
No, is that your signature?
No, my signature, yeah.
Yes,
My,
that's,
my name.
okay, that's your name,
Yeah.
but is that your signature?
No, not my signature.
That's not your signature? Okay, this is the
This is my
one,
signature.
May 15th, 2025, and that is your
Yeah,
signature?
yeah.
Okay, because this person, Carlos Alavena,
Mm-hmm.
as the notary, swore that you signed this in front of him. So
Maybe.
he's not right. Is that, the notary's not right?
Yeah. No, this is my signature right here.
But that's your signature
Mm-hmm.
in May, but that is not your signature back in December.
In December, yeah, I can't remember see if it is.
Okay.
I put my name same as that, but
That is your name,
Yeah,
but you didn't,
yeah.
you didn't sign it.
No, I
Okay,
think so,
okay.
yeah.
Well, it's, okay. Well, thank you.
Chair, unless Mr. Frost has any other questions he wanted to ask, I don't feel comfortable moving forward with this one at this time. I suggest we postpone until the July meeting.
I'd ask Mr. Ponce to kindly provide, you think in the next week or so, you could get to Mr. Byrd in the business tax office, all those documents showing where you bought
Hmm?
the 100% of the business, sir?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
I'll second.
A motion to postpone to the July meeting. I have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Anyone opposed? All right, sir, you're postponed to the July meeting. Yeah,
Sir?
Mr. Frost? Yeah.
Let me ask you this, back in February where the gentleman, the manager, was cited for beer, how were you all selling beer without a permit? How'd you get beer?
No, the beer, we had a permit before. With the different owner. We was working together.
Okay,
And we have a beer.
did he,
but,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but we come to the meeting, and my understanding, he was thinking he already got the permit. He can sell a beer. That's what he said. I was not there. I was out of the country when that happens, and he told to, I think, Officer Presley, and he was thinking he can sell beer. Because we come to the meeting, everything was approved, and we just waited, I think you guys was just waiting for some kind of paperwork.
Right, it was
But
appro-
he was thinking we can sell a beer, because we was approving it in the last court.
Now, Mr. Byrd, it was approved pending final documentation, correct?
That's correct.
So they hadn't picked up a beer permit yet?
Right. It was still in the file in our office.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Mr. Ponce, there are no beer sales allowed without the actual permit, and you have to satisfy all the requirements of the beer permit to do sales. My question is, the February 5th incident where there was beer sold without a permit, you said the individual who sold the beer was fired. Who was that?
His name is Ben.
Okay, so it was a female, though, that was cited.
No, there were two citations. There was a female that was cited for the actual sale, the underage sale, and then there was a man cited for selling without a beer permit.
Yeah, both them fired.
But so Claude McCorkle, he goes by Ben?
Yeah,
Okay, and he was the manager at the time?
yeah.
Okay, so the beer that you were selling, that was from the previous owner?
Yeah, from the previous owner, yeah.
Who was the previous owner?
Gary.
Mr. Viles?
Yeah, Gary Biles, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think at this point, we have a postponement, and you have additional documents that Councilman Roberto and Mr. Frost have asked to be provided to Mr. Byrd.
And I just want to let you know, to prevent all this, I have to close the business. We've been closed because I don't want, things like this happen. So we're selling without a permit. So I've been struggling paying the rent and I mean, if you have anything you guys can do to help me out, because I need a business.
Could you just get the paperwork in as quickly as possible, and we'll review it if there needs to be any follow-up, but the beer board meets
Yeah.
monthly, sir.
Yeah, you need to provide the paperwork to Mr.
Yeah,
Byrd.
I got it. I got the paper. I got all the information, and we submit the drawings already for the occupancy. I don't know if you had it already.
Right. So, Mr. Ponce, I understand that you're in a hurry, but we have a lot of other people who are paying rent and have businesses they're operating, and they cannot sell beer without all of those requirements met either, and we can't make an exception for you.
No, I understand that.
For any individual.
And that's what I closed
Yeah.
the business. I've been closed
Okay.
for almost 3 months.
Okay, we're going to move on because we have other agenda items to get to, but you'll need to follow up with Mr. Byrd. You can wait and follow up with him some at the end of the meeting. You can follow up with Mr. Frost. You can also do that during the business day tomorrow as well, to get the additional documents if you don't have them.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh,
Councilwoman Ryder?
yes.
I think this would be a good place where some translation services would have been helpful. If we can get him connected, is there a resource where he can communicate a little bit more clearly with what's happening?
I will look into that. We had one previously, but we've not employed her services in a while, so I'm not sure if she's still available, but I will check on it.
Because it seemed like there were things not being understood. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Byrd, if that's something that we need to follow up or something about, please let me know, and we can coordinate with Mr. Johnson or anything to make that happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Moving on. The next agenda item is Paddock Lounge, Second District. Name and address for the record.
Brian Bobbitt, 8100 Yunt Road, Knoxville.
Thank you, sir. Officer Presley.
No record.
Mr. Byrd.
That file is complete.
I'll make a motion to approve, and I just wanted to thank you for a very thorough server compliance plan.
Thank you.
All right. Any further questions or discussion? Motion? Did you make a motion?
I did. Motion to approve.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor? Anyone opposed? All right, ayes have it. Next agenda item is 9A, Crown Plaza, Knoxville Downtown. Do we have anyone here from Crown Plaza? Mr. Byrd, have you heard anything from them?
I did. I spoke with Mr. Patel, or someone who identified himself as such, today, because I had not heard back from his normal sort of employee that facilitates these things. And he indicated, that someone would be here because they did need additional time, he said, so.
Okay. Councilwoman McKenzie, this is your district. I don't know if you want to, we can postpone it to the next meeting, or
Yeah, let me move to postpone it to the next meeting, and we'll do some outreach and see if their status and how we move forward.
Okay, have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. Seeing no further items, I have nothing else on the agenda because the other two are withdrawn, the last two. Seeing no further business, this meeting is adjourned.